So we have been living this life for a while now, getting familiar with the concept of duality, the fact that life goes in cycles, the ups and the downs, the good and the bad. And when things go our way, it naturally puts us in a good mood. But when we are experiencing things that we perhaps do not desire, it is much harder to maintain a high vibration. But it is also right here where we get the opportunity to challenge ourselves, hopefully with the result of raising our base point vibration to become more in alignment with our desired reality. Whether or not you actually do believe that you have chosen the circumstances that show up in your life, it doesn't really matter. You can still try out what I'm about to share with you. And that is to at least imagine that you have chosen this particular experience to show up in your life. And from this point, you can then adopt like a curious mindset where you begin to ask yourself questions surrounding this situation. Like, for example, since you have chosen this, what was your plan behind it? Why did you choose this particular experience for yourself? You most likely did it because you wanted to learn something. So what could that be? I find that when I think like this, even though it may seem a little silly, it has the potential to put me in a curious state of mind where I feel creative to come up with solutions and what steps I should take to shift this situation, instead of being stuck in the state where I'm like, oh my god, why did this happen? Why do I have to deal with this thing? There are, of course, also situations where we don't have the opportunity to take any action in order to shift or change it. Situations that are simply out of our hands. So how do we handle this in the best possible way? Since we don't have the power to do anything about these situations, we might as well believe in divine order and the fact that another path is ours. And that can of course be hard to do if we had a specific outcome in mind and what we were experiencing was very far from that. But something that has helped me when it comes to these things is to look at my life in retrospect, like look at my past. Because I find it to be very helpful to look back at my life and perhaps a particular situation that took place a couple of years ago or maybe some months ago or whatever. And then from the perspective where I am now, when I look back, I can see why this had to happen. So if you also have maybe just one or multiple situations like this in your past, then hopefully it is also much easier for you to apply the same beliefs when it comes to your future. So if you are finding yourself in a situation that isn't desirable right now, or whenever this is going to happen again, because let's face it, we live in a reality with duality, so it is going to happen. But the next time, hopefully you can have a bit more trust in the divine order of things and just try to feel that this truly is for the best, because something even better is going to happen because of this. And there are of course situations where applying this kind of thinking simply doesn't work. But use your discernment and try it out in the areas where it feels like it might be doable. And that's about it, so thank you for watching and bye bye.